guys, it's your girl Primi and welcome to PowerMovers podcast where we entangle with game changers and power movers. So today we are at last week's site in Kawash, more Mabilibili complex in Kekana Gardens. And as you can see, our display here, today I'm with the most talented Kgotso Kekana, also known as Kookies Cookies. Hi Kgotso.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to knowing more about you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so can you please just tell me, before we get to Kookies Cookies, who is Kgotso Kekana?
Oh, Kgotso Kekana, born and raised in Hammanskraal. In Tonakasi, as I like to,
Sure.
I'd like to believe I'm just like a chilled, vibey, introverted, extrovert human being.
How does that work?
I have moments where I'm shy, but then the people that actually really genuinely know me can tell you that, she's just a bubbly personality. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. So where exactly in Hammanskraal are you from?
I'm from Marokko.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So just quickly take me through your upbringing. Ne? So what kind of a child is Kgotso?
Couch potato. I stayed home quite a bit. A few people from my hood will let you know, like I was just enclosed. But then I would actually go out and play out with everybody else.
Okay.
But I usually mostly kept to myself.
Okay.
But yeah, later on as you get older, you get to meet new people. Then obviously, your personality shines through. And then yeah, obviously you get to know people and then
okay. So Kgotso is a baker, ne?
Yes, ma'am.
What else do you do, like in terms of your business? Like, a lot of people motho by a chef, and there's so much that they do within their business. So why not you just bake?
I like to say that I am king.
Okay.
I sew. I went to school for that last year as well.
All right.
I actually, for my business as well, I included party packs only when requested.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a very artsy and visually talented human being. So if I see you do it once, I'll probably do it again.
Yeah.
But also I went to school for public relations, so you can say professionally I'm a public relations practitioner.
Sure. Okay, so do you practice that?
No. Well, I implement it in my workspace. Yes,
I
do. I implement it in my workspace to make sure that, with regards to advertising and with regards to the media aspect of the business, then I actually implement that within
100%.
Yeah.
So, now take me through Kookies Cookies. Where do we realize that actually, since you are a very artsy person, when do you realize, okay, I actually want to do baking?
Well, thanks to the South African economy and the way everything is. So I was the office girl for like a few months.
Okay.
And then unfortunately I lost my job. I was home for a few months and my mother just walked into my room one day and was like, you have a talent. You know how to bake, make money. So that is how Kookies Cookies came about.
Okay.
Bake a baguette, walk down the road,
okay.
So while I was there, a few people would ask, do you sell by the bucket? And then I had a friend as well who was baking cakes at the time.
Sure.
So I would help her on on her busy days and whatnot. And then I caught the bug, and obviously I went to University of YouTube. I did not go for classes and whatnot. I'm a self-taught baker. My mom taught me the basics and then I just ran with everything else.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how we got to where we are. So anything that I need to know how the design came about, I go to the school of YouTube, find things.
That's nice. That's interesting actually. So with the basics that your mom gave you, so your mom is also a baker?
My mom is a great baker and she's a great cook.
Okay.
Yeah, my sister and I, we like to say my sister caught the cooking bug and I got the baking bug. So we're all good in that we share her very well in that aspect.
Okay. It's nice. So just for fun, who's the best baker between you and your mom at this point?
I think I've advanced, but guys, And yeah, I make cakes. She used to make like biscuits, scones, and whatnot. She never actually went into the cake thing and all of that.
Okay.
But yeah, with my business, I've also implemented like your puddings
Sure.
and like the biscuits, the varieties and whatnot. And then with the cakes as well, my flavor profiles have also kind of grown as time goes on.
Sure.
So we don't always have to do like the standard chocolate, your vanilla only. We have your carrots and your whatnot. Like today for you guys, I brought chocolate, amarula, and carrot cake.
What?
Just to show.
Amarula?
Yeah.
There's an amarula cake.
There's an amarula cake. We can put liquor in cake today.
So you're very creative when it comes to your cakes. You don't just do our normal red velvet or morena.
Yeah, like I like being challenged.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
What other interesting flavor have you tried?
I am not a fan of fruit cake.
Okay.
So I tried that. No. So the ones that I have on my flavor list, it's your strawberry, your blueberry, your lemon poppy. There's somebody else that actually asked me if I can make a lemon blueberry cake. I loved it personally.
You did it.
I did it. See, the thing, the greatest thing about being a baker on my side of the fence is that I cater to your needs as a client.
Sure.
So if you come to me and you say, I want you to make a tire cake,
Sure.
but then I want the filling to be such and such, and then I want the sponge to be such and such. It's my job
To provide
that and give you that service.
So are you saying that you don't overbook yourself normally? Like you don't overbook yourself?
I want to lie and say yes, but I do.
So how
Look,
do you
man,
deal with that?
I'm trying to make money.
Ne?
Like, I'm trying to make money. I have a kid to feed. I am trying to make money.
Ne?
But honestly speaking, this business requires a lot of discipline. That's the one thing that I've realized, is that if I'm not disciplined in taking care of me, we burn out. Like in December, there's a lot of bakers
Sure.
that burn out because we just keep on taking orders. And then you're trying to keep up with your social life, you're trying to keep up with your home life, you're trying to keep up with the business as well. But yeah, I do have moments when I'm like, I actually posted on my WhatsApp and I'm like fully booked.
So you guys also have a busy season in December?
So busy season usually is hotter summers.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So right now we have January, right? It's slow. And then we're gonna pick up because it's February.
Valentine.
Thank you. And then it's everybody's birthday and all of that. And then we have June, July, August. It's cold season, so not a lot of people actually order novelty fig cakes because they're all pushing their parties to September.
Sure.
September comes all the way until December.
Hectic.
You're working.
Hectic.
You're working. And then the best thing is that if you have your regulars, then you know on such and such. Like I have certain clients where they actually give me dates and then I remind them of their orders instead
Sure.
of them actually coming my way.
So have you ever had a time where a person orders a cake and then when they're supposed to come and fetch the cake, they don't come and fetch it, and then they come a few days later? Obviously, a cake is something that's perishable. Like it's not like a week where I saw weeks. So where I can just keep that week for months for you.
So that you can come and collect.
Actually, yeah, exactly. So Wena, what do you like? Have you ever dealt with something like that?
So the unfortunate reality of my work is with regards to life events. Usually my cakes or the business is affected by illness, a funeral, or just a life situation, right? So like I said, University of YouTube has taught me quite well. You can bake certain cakes in a certain way that they can actually last for a longer period of time. But it's all how you store the cake, right? I've had an instance where they ordered a cake for a child and then the baby got sick for their actual birthday, so that then they wanted to postpone it to the following week. And I've had an instant where I made a cake this week, and it's for next week. And then, so it's all about, like I say, all about how you store it, right? And then because my cakes, I have what do you call this, fridges specifically for cakes. The one thing to remember, and then this goes out to anybody who wants to start baking, do not put your cakes alongside with the grocery fridge. These things are so sensitive, they absorb any and every smell. Mine will always smell like cakes because they go in the cake fridge. There's no onion, there's no any other anything that is affecting that. So like what I was telling you, how you store it is what makes it better. Yeah, fondant cakes last a lot longer. A fondant cake,
What is that?
it's a thick but usually sweet. A lot of people,
Okay.
it's a thick layer that we put on the outside of cakes, so that it just looks pretty, right? And then we have the buttercream, which is what we have on the outside of cakes. Buttercream cakes do not last very long, because they absorb a lot of, like I said, they absorb a lot of smells and whatnot. Fondant cakes are the ones that I've had one that stayed 3 weeks. I did a fondant wedding cake, and then this week they did the wedding, and then they took that very same cake next week to the husband's side of the family, and then they left the bottom part, took the top part, and had another party the following week for everybody else. So it lasted 3 weeks.
Mara, that's how people used to do it back in the day. They'll have a wedding, and then next week we are eating the cake.
They used to do the fruit cake. We don't do fruit cakes anymore. Well, we do. I don't, but they do.
You don't like fruit
I
cake?
do not like fruit cake.
Why?
I can't stand fruit cake. I
Why?
don't know.
Is it because
I
did it
do
too
not
much,
like
or
that taste. I really don't. I don't understand how people like it. It's just, it's not my thing. No.
Okay, Cookies, just take me through some of these cakes.
So for today, I brought you guys 3 flavors.
Okay.
One of my favorites, like I said, I like to give people what I like to eat, right? So I got the chocolate cake for you guys. That is that's the first cake I ever made. It was a chocolate cake, but this one has grown because we keep moving with the times. We keep moving with the times. You must change up and switch up the recipe sometimes, right? And then we have the amarula cake right here. It's got Oreo and amarula filling in there as well. And then we have your classic carrot cake. So this one has become one of the favorites, shall I say. So like I say, if we're moving with the times, like people just keep drawing, like they don't do vanilla anymore and whatnot. So I've realized that a lot of people actually like carrot cake lately.
Okay, so I'm more interested in the marula cake.
Yeah.
You're saying it has some Oreo?
Yeah, the filling. So that's the ones in the middle, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna taste some Oreos in there.
Yes, you're gonna have Oreos. You're gonna have Oreos. It's like I have a, what do you call it? An Oreo buttercream filling.
Okay, so the amarula, what happened? Like, what did you do? Like, did you get those ones that we get from the trees, or you just got a flavor?
So, right, when we bake it, right, you actually reduce the amount of milk and then add in a certain amount of the actual amarula. And then to enhance the flavor, you also add, like I like to add whiskey or bourbon essence, and then also a bit of amarula essence in there as well.
Oh, so it's amarula essence as well.
Yes. Remember, it's all about making sure that you taste what it is that I'm telling you about.
Sure. Oh, this is interesting. I can't wait to try this one.
Oh yeah.
And the
for you to try.
Is that the carrot cake?
That's the carrot cake.
Obviously, chocolate cake.
Chocolate is for the gods.
It's my favorite.
Chocolate cake is for the gods. Anybody and anyone can tell you today.
Yeah. So, tell me, do you do collabos or anything like that?
Collabos. I like to do collabos a lot with deco people. There's a guest that you had the last time, Kgotso from Kamo. He's one of the people that I actually collab with. There's another baker that I also collab with. Right now he's mainly focusing on the cookies and whatnot. and then I'm taking over his cake side.
Sure.
Right? Because you just mentioned that it's a very labor intensive kind of work.
Sure.
That's the unfortunate part about the work that we do. Because you're standing for like long hours, because after you bake then you must now decorate and all of that. So yeah, I do a lot of collabs with deco people. Those are the ones that sometimes keep me going on the very low months, which means they offer a cake with their package, and then they come my way so that I can actually make a cake for them. Yeah.
So is this your normal packaging or?
No, usually my cakes are quite higher. This is just small little itty bitties for you guys.
Thank you.
Because I was like, why not come here and bring me something good?
For the squad.
I mean, we're talking about cake,
right? And show us. Scary cake, Kikante. You don't make cakes.
So what's the point?
Sure, I like this.
Awesome.
So, what's the plan for Kookies and Cookies? Where do we see ourselves in the next few years? What's the plan?
Oh my goodness. So I liked keeping it as a very nice niche with regards to just novelty cakes and all of that.
Okay.
But my business manager, I told you, I call her my mother.
Yeah.
My business manager. So the aim is to grow bigger and better from now on, with regards to breads and moving in that direction as well. So a full confectionery, I won't lie, it's one of my biggest fears.
Okay.
My biggest fear is actually failing, because trying something and then failing at it takes a really knock for me. If I make a cake and I love it, and then a client is like, "Well, the cake I didn't like it because of such." It takes a really I used to cry.
Me too.
Oh my goodness, I used to cry a lot. But then now I don't. I'm just like, okay, what can I do better for next time?
Sure.
So right now, like I said, our preparations are just to make sure that we move more into the confectionery, the broader side of it, which is the breads. And once I get there, early mornings, guys, oh my god. But that's pretty much where I want to move towards. It's like the breads and the pastries.
So are you personally a person that likes baked things, like to consume them?
Oh, I love if I'm not in a good mood, anybody can tell you on my WhatsApp page, you'll see that I make brownies.
Oh, you make brownies.
Yeah, right now I have a weird obsession with oatmeal crunch cookies.
Okay. You like making them?
I love making them for myself if I'm not in a good mood. And the worst part is that I probably have like 2 and then I just share with everybody else.
Have you ever made space cookies?
Yes, I have. I'm very guilty of it.
I just hope you didn't feed your mom that.
No, I want to. Sometimes you must experiment with parents, man. Come on now.
Yeah, no. Oh my god. Anyways, thank you so much for coming. I just want to know, before we leave, what can you say to an upcoming baker or someone that genuinely enjoys baking?
Quantity over quality. This thing of adding water and then using spread for baking, every single product that you use can tell you, like especially with regards to margarine, there's a certain percentage and it will tell you if it's for baking and it's or not. Number one, right? It's quantity over quality, right? 2, listen to your clients.
Sure.
What they want is what gives you the next client, and if you produce what they want, right, then you can do that. Thirdly is, even though you're listening to your client, try your best to advise and sway, right? Because for me, since I've been doing this, I'm in my 11th year right now. I can tell you, if you want this kind of flavor and that kind of flavor, it's probably not going to turn out the way that you want. Or if you want specific colors, they're probably not going to do exactly what you want, because cakes don't work the same as like outfits and whatnot. That bright color that you want, or that object that you want on the cake, it might not work well, right? And another thing is, have a strong support and then have a backbone. Sometimes saying no, it might seem like you are going to lose out on business or you're going to lose out on an opportunity. but saying no can actually give you so many more opportunities, right? And I'm saying say no because it's your money. Certain clients tend to like to bully people, and you take that on because you're like, okay, it's because I'm trying to make money, I'm trying to keep the business going and whatnot. But then say no if it doesn't feel right. The last and most important thing is be honest with your client. If you have not made that before, if you haven't made it before, be honest with your client. If you don't know how to do A, B, and C that they require on the cake, be honest with your client.
100%.
If you are late, if you don't, I had to learn the hard way as well, right? I substituted something for a client without actually letting them know, and it was a blowout. It took me like 2 weeks to recover from that because I was like, I actually messed up. It was not the client's fault. I'm the one that messed up. And take accountability for your actions with regards to your clients. You're handling with people's money. And people work really, really hard for that. Right? So, and another thing is be respectful, right? Because being respectful means you get to relay a better thing. As much as people like to think social media is like the big thing, but word of mouth carries so much power. I can post as much as I want, but to be honest, most of my clients, I get them from word of mouth. And then obviously when you taste, because I think I make the best cakes.
I can't wait to try them.
Yeah, and be willing be willing to take the criticism. If somebody doesn't like that cake, then they don't like it.
So to add on what you said, or basically what you're saying is that as much as obviously when you have experience, as much as sometimes you'll know vanilla and what they don't work well together, you must just advise me, and then instead of you basically telling me what to do, because at the same time you have to make me happy as your client, right?
But you plant a seed, right? You're like like especially when it comes to kids, carrot cake, it's a great tasting cake, but for a kid's party I wouldn't suggest it. So when people start going now adventurous with flavors and whatnot, I'm like, with regards to kids, I usually like to suggest. So then you plant the seed. And then the person's like, oh, right, ne? Because kids are very picky and whatnot. I'm like, wow. So with kids, stay safe.
Vanilla for kids, what do you suggest?
Vanilla and chocolate.
Okay.
That's what they know, right? That's what everybody knows. Because mama comes home, it's chocolate, it's vanilla. Do you understand? It's something that they know and that they're used to. You can be adventurous with them when it's just you, and then you can try and see, it's like, okay,
do they like this?
This is what they like and this is what they don't like.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kookie. Thank you so much for coming there. And then just quickly, just tell us where can we find you?
All right. Usually my WhatsApp, people contact me obviously on WhatsApp. So my WhatsApp line is 076 5723979. That's how you can contact me on WhatsApp. But if you would like to see most of my work and all of that, you can go to Facebook, which is Kookies Cookies. It's cookies with a K first and then cookies with a C. You can find me on Facebook with that. And then obviously there's the TikTok handle, which is Kookies Cookies 1, and same goes for Instagram. It's Kookies Cookies 1 as well.
Okay, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much, Kookies, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate you and for being so patient with us and for the cakes. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. From me and Kookies. Bye.
Bye.